High school baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Motown, Mobile, Iowa, for tonight's non-conference baseball matchup between the Woodbury Central Wildcats and the visiting Cherokee Braves. Stepping out of conference play on a picturesque and sunny Thursday evening. Sun starting to set, and we've got the strong, stiff wind blowing out toward right field that is going to whistle through our headset throughout the night. Woodbury Central 6-2 on the season. They welcome an 0-4 Cherokee squad. The Wildcats began the season 4-0, a really good opening week of the season, picking up wins over West Monona, Alta Aurelia, River Valley, and Maple Valley Anthenoto Charter Oak Ute. They dropped 2 games here on Saturday at their home tournament, the Homer Foster Tournament, falling to Lamar's Galen and Sioux Center. They bounced back earlier this week, though, with an 11-0 victory over Westwood on Monday. They had an off day Tuesday, and last night were in action, topping Ridgeview 15-2. They led 5-1 after 5 innings and then blew it open late with a really balanced offensive effort. Cherokee, meanwhile, they're 0-4. They opened the year with back-to-back shutout losses, falling to Sioux Center and MOC Floyd Valley. They were outscored a combined 20-0 in those games. They've been much more competitive here in Week 2. They fell Monday night at Marcus Meriden Cleghorn Remsen Union 8-7, and then last night they dropped a 6-4 decision to Esterville Lincoln Central on their home field. That opened up Lakes Conference play. Here's what's coming up for the two squads. Woodbury Central off tomorrow, and then Saturday they'll head to Storm Lake to take part in the Storm Lake Tournament, a 10 a.m. matchup against the host Tornadoes, and then a rematch at noon against Sioux Center. Monday they're back on the road taking on Kingsley Pearson, and then Wednesday OABCIG will come to town. For Cherokee, this will be their only matchup until returning to conference play on Monday at Spirit Lake. Junior varsity game tonight going Cherokee's way. Final score was 10-6. We're just about set for baseball here in Motown. Delighted to have you along on Fuller Digital Solutions. Let's give you tonight's starting lineups, and we'll begin with the home team on the scoreboard. Those are the Woodbury Central Wildcats. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Caleb Belisle. Batting second is Carter Belisle, the center fielder. Hitting third and playing second base is Eric McGill. Will DeStichter is the cleanup batter. He plays left field. Dallas Klunder bats fifth and plays first base. Max McGill will hit sixth. He will catch. Batting seventh is the designated hitter Drew Klunder. Hitting eighth in right field is Zach Rocha. And batting ninth, the third baseman Zach Riley. Starting pitcher for Woodbury Central is right-hander Luke Polson. Once again for the Wildcats, it's Belisle, McGill, DeStichter, Klunder, McGill, Klunder, Rocha, and Riley with Polson on the bump. Head coach in his second year is Andy Compton. Those are the Woodbury Central Wildcats. Their record 6-2. Now the starting lineup for the visiting Cherokee Braves. They're led off by their catcher Nick Clark. Batting second, the third baseman Alex Cohn. Hitting third and left field is Trey Benson. Joe Benson, the center fielder, is the cleanup batter. Hitting fifth and playing first base is Aiden Comstock. Batting sixth, the designated hitter Edwin Staver. Hitting seventh and playing second base is Drew Spooner. Batting eighth is the pitcher Levi Pingle, and hitting ninth will be the shortstop Simon Mummert. Right fielder for Cherokee is Gabe Gravenish. Once again for the Braves, it's Clark, Cohn, Benson, Comstock, Staver, Spooner, Pingle, and Mummert with Gravenish playing right field. The head coach in his first year is Tom Ryard, assisted by Matt Hoskinson and Adam Rapp. Those are the Cherokee Braves. Their record once again, 0-4. Andy Compton told his squad in the pregame this team is much better than their record. They've been in a couple of close games earlier this week they couldn't pull out. It's a team that struggled offensively and on the bump. They haven't had consistent pitching and they haven't found their rhythm through 4 games at the plate, but they don't commit errors. They don't shoot themselves in the foot. They play very sound defensive baseball, and they will certainly make you earn a victory. Once again, the junior varsity game going Cherokee's way by a score of 10-6. The varsity matchup will take place here in just a couple of moments. But a beautiful night for baseball. We've got a stiff breeze blowing out toward right field. We'll address the camera situation. The sight lines are difficult here at Moville. A beautiful complex. They've got a mostly grass and dirt infield. They've got turf around the batter's box and on the bump. It's a really nice complex. The sight lines for us, however, are going to be a little bit difficult. We'll do the best we can and make sure that we can call a good one for you tonight here in Moville. Woodbury Central and Cherokee and non-conference baseball action. Again, the Wildcats visiting Storm Lake on Saturday, where they'll take on the host Tornadoes, who are off to a 6-1 start, and then a rematch against Sioux Center, who won here on Saturday by a score of 3-2. Woodbury Central and Cherokee, it is just moments away. Let's talk about the pitching matchup while we have the opportunity. Right-hander Luke Paulson, a junior, gets a start for Woodbury Central, making his second appearance. Record is 1-0. He has not allowed an earned run in 5 innings of work. Just 1 hit. He's walked 2, and he struck out 10. He's opposed by Levi Pingle, a junior, who's making his second appearance. 0-1 record. He's given up 8 earned runs on 3 hits and 2 2/3 innings of work. He's walked 9 and struck out 1. His ERA is 21. Just a few minutes away from starting here in Motown. They've got Woodbury Central wearing the home white uniforms, the pinstripes, royal pinstripes, matching pants, white caps with a blue bill. Cherokee, meanwhile, is going to wear the Tequila Sunrise style road uniforms. They're mostly black with some gold and white trim, white pants and tall gold socks. We are just about set for baseball as the starters are being introduced over the PA system. Glad to have you along wherever it is you may be tuned in from here on Fuller Digital Solutions. One more time, our starting lineups in case you missed them earlier. For Woodbury Central, Caleb Bilal, Carter Bilal, Eric McGill, Will DeStichter, Dallas Klunder, Max McGill, Drew Klunder, Zach Rocha, and Zach Riley, with Luke Paulson the starting pitcher. For Cherokee, it's Nick Clark, Alex Cohn, Trey Benson, Joe Benson, Aiden Comstock, and Edwin Staver, Drew Spooner, Levi Pingle, and Simon Mummert, with Gabe Gravenish, the starting right fielder. Should be a fun one. We're delighted to have you along. Let's go ahead and take our first time out. We'll pause for the playing of the national anthem. We'll come back and we'll have first pitch. You're watching high school athletics, Woodbury Central style, on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
In small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Moville, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Moville's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemoville.com today. The Ridge in Moville.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
It is time for first pitch of tonight's non-conference high school baseball game. Glad to have you along. I'm Tanner Hoops on Fuller Digital Solutions. Should be a fun one. Woodbury Central, 6 wins, 2 losses, looking for their 3rd consecutive win. Cherokee, meanwhile, comes in looking for their first win of the season. A beautiful evening. We've got a stiff breeze blowing out toward right field. It feels rather good on you when you're sitting out here in the 87-degree sunshine that's just setting out beyond left field, but a beautiful night for baseball at a beautiful complex here in Motown. Luke Paulson, the starting pitcher for Woodbury Central, once again the right-hander's second appearance. He's a junior with a 1-0 record, no earned runs in 5 innings of work thus far. He's allowed 1 hit and 2 walks, but he struck out 10. That number is 4th best on the team. To give you an idea of how good Woodbury Central's pitching staff has been, 8 games into the year, there's already 4 with double-digit strikeouts. 4 different pitchers have double-digit strikeouts, including a team-best 27 from Kyan Schultz. And he got the win last night at Ridgeview, a game that was 5-1. The Wildcats had a 4-run lead after 5 innings and then blew it open and won that game 15-2. We are ready for baseball. Hope you are too. Hope you're settled in your favorite easy chair. Something to munch on, lots to wash her down with. Nick Clark steps into the batter's box right-hand side, taps the bat on home plate. Paulson, the big right-hander, looks in, picks out the side he wants. First pitch is on the way at 7:35, and it misses high for ball 1. Clark, the right-handed hitting catcher, taps the bat on home plate, settles back in. Paulson ready and comes home with a 1-0 pitch. And this ball is swung on and hit over the head of the third baseman and down the left field line. That's a solid base knock for Clark. And the leadoff man is aboard for Cherokee in the top half of the first. It gets Alex Cohn to the dish. A modest lead for Clark over at first base, being held on. We'll set the defense for Woodbury Central momentarily. First offering taken for a strike by Cohn, and it's 0-1. Cohn is a freshman, 4 hits and 10 at-bats to start the year. No extra base hits, but he's knocked in 3. And a pickoff move over to first, not in time. The defense for the Wildcats looks like this. The outfield left to right, DeStichter, Belisle, and Rocha. Infield third to first, Riley, Belisle, McGill, and Klunder. And then Max McGill is catching Paulson. The 0-1 misses downstairs and away. And the count's evened up at 1-1. Cherokee doesn't steal many bases as a team, but Clark, as an individual, does. 2 for 2 stealing bags this year, but he has a very modest lead over at first, held on by Klunder. Paulson with a long pause, and the 1-1 grounded foul to the backstop. And it's 1-2. No score, just underway here in Moville. Non-conference baseball, Cherokee visiting Woodbury Central. A beautiful early June evening. 1-2 count. Paulson, another pickoff move over to first, not in time to get Clark. The Cherokee catcher, a solid base knock to open things. Paulson from the stretch, and he comes home. That misses. And the count's evened up 2-2 on the right-handed hitting Braves third baseman. Benson is on deck, runner at first, nobody out, just underway in the top half of the first. And Paulson's 2-2 to Cohn on the way. He got him, swing and a miss. McGill drops it, has to throw. He's going to throw to second. And let's see, did they get the lead runner? They did not. McGill tried to get the lead runner on a drop third strike. And that was a good decision because with first base being occupied, Cohn wasn't going to be awarded the bag. It ends up being a stolen base for Clark. That was heads up by the catcher, McGill. So now a runner at second, 1 out for Benson, and that ball gets to the backstop, and that will allow Clark to take third. So a really nice heads-up play by the catcher, McGill. Didn't need to throw to first to retire Cohn in the drop third strike because first was already occupied. Instead, he went for the lead runner, and he slid in under the tag. This ball hit toward left center field. Should be playable. And calling, beg your pardon, that's fouled out of play. Did he make the catch in that corner? He did. Sight lines, they're tough out here. I don't have a view of the left field foul territory area. But the catch was made, and there's 2 down for Benson. As in Joe, the center fielder. First offering to him, misses downstairs. It's 1-0. So Trey Benson does foul out. Cone, a strikeout victim, a runner at third, but now 2 down. A 1-0 count, comes home, swung on and missed. And the count even at 1-1. Benson, a junior, hitting .231. No extra base hits, 1 knocked in. Paulson ready, comes home with a 1-1, swung on and missed, gets to the backstop. Clark will not try it. And the count's 1-2. Clark, a leadoff single. Swipe second base, got to third on a pass ball. But a strikeout and a foul out have Cherokee down to their final out of the inning. The right-hander Paulson ready, the 1-2, foul ticked back to the screen. Reached out for it and just got a piece of it. A beautiful evening for baseball. Game time temperature 87 degrees. But a very pleasant breeze is blowing out toward right field. Middle infield is deep. Third baseman Riley plays even with the bag. The 2-strike pitch misses downstairs, blocked by McGill, scooted away from him but not far enough to bring home the runner Clark. 2 balls and 2 strikes, runner at third, 2 down, top half of the first inning were scoreless. Paulson ready, comes home with a 2-2. And this ball grounded to short, gobbled up by Belisle, fires across the diamond in time to end the inning. For Cherokee, no runs on a hit. There were no errors and 1 left on base. After half an inning, Cherokee nothing. Woodbury Central coming to bat. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back to Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. Delighted you're along as always. Bottom half of the first inning, a scoreless game. Cherokee visiting Woodbury Central in non-conference baseball action. Levi Pingle, the junior left-hander, is out there getting his warm-up pitches in. Second appearance for him, 0-1 record. He's given up 8 earned runs on 3 hits and 2 2 third innings of work for an ERA of 21 even. The walks have been what's hurt him. 9 issued on the year to 1 strikeout. Going up against a Woodbury Central lineup that has put up 26 runs in their last 2 games. Looking for their 3rd consecutive victory. It'll be Belisle, and McGill. Due up this half inning for the Wildcats to get it started against the junior southpaw. Woodbury Central start of the year 4-0, and they were dealt 2 tough losses here on Saturday at the Homer Foster Tournament. They'll do a really good Lamar's Galen team 6-1, and then a heartbreaking loss to Sioux Center 3-2. They'll get a rematch against Sioux Center on Saturday in Storm Lake. 2 games for the Wildcats at the Storm Lake Invite. They'll take on the host Tornadoes, off to a good start this season at 10 a.m. And then at noon, part 2 between Woodbury Central and Sioux Center. Pingle just about done with his warm-up tosses. JV game tonight, once again going Cherokee's way by a score of 10-6. They get in the win column for the first time this season. Wildcats softball hosting Cherokee tonight as well. They're in action just across the way. Coming off a couple of victories earlier this week over Westwood and Ridgeview. Here's Caleb Belisle to start things off. Steps into the right-handed batter's box. Gets set to take his first swings of the contest. Right-handed hitting shortstop faces the lefty Pingle. And the lanky left-hander ready and comes home, misses high into the backstop, and it's 1-0. Cherokee has struggled offensively. They've struggled on the mound. One area they've been very good at through their first 4 games of the year has been fielding. They don't commit errors. They don't beat themselves. That swung on and missed. And the count's evened up at 1-1. Belisle hitting .385 to start his junior season. 4 extra base hits, all doubles. He's driven in 6. Long look in. And the 1-1 from Pingle. And that's downstairs, and the count is 2-1. Scoreless game, home half of the first inning. Delighted you're along here on Fuller Digital Solutions. Pingle ready, has the sign he won, saying the 2-1 is on the way. That's in the dirt. And the count goes to 3-1. Beautiful baseball field here in Moville. Mostly a grass and dirt infield. The pitcher's mound, parts of the on-deck area, and the area around home plate, all field turf. And the 3-1 taken for a letter-high strike, and the count even at 3-2. 3 seniors on this year's Wildcat roster, 2 for Cherokee. 2 very young teams, and the payoff pitch on the way is high for ball 4. And Belisle draws a leadoff walk. Woodbury Central loves to run the bases. They are going to steal a lot of bases this season. 41, 8 games into the year. And Belisle has swiped 4 of those bags. He has not been caught. It gets Carter Belisle to the plate. Junior bats from the left-hand side. Caleb with a big lead over at first pitch in the dirt, but Caleb doesn't go. Blocked by the catcher Clark. 1-0 count. Scoreless game as Pingle works from the stretch. A healthy lead being held on by Comstock. Pingle ready and a throw over to first. They got him in a rundown. They'll chase him toward the bag and back toward first. Chasing him still toward the bag, and the throw gets away and gets to the first base backstop. And Belisle gets out of a early sticky situation. That left-hander Pingle, a really nice pickoff move, displays it early. But a rare fielding mistake for Cherokee. Won't go down as an error, but I know they take pride in how well they field the ball. 1-0 count on Belisle. Pingle ready, kicks, and he comes home. That's in the dirt. Another good stop by Clark defensively. Belisle off to a torrid start at the dish this season, hitting .556. A double, a triple, and he's driven in 10. That's second best on the team. And the 2-0 pitch on the way, and that hits him right in the navy break, that royal blue, number 8, in the back of his pinstripe jersey. That puts both Blau brothers on board for Eric McGill. Nobody out. Woodbury Central's got a threat going here in the bottom half of the first. Pingle looking to recompose. Middle infield, a double play depth. Comstock will hold on Carter Belisle over at first. Lefty-righty matchup. First offering comes inside, and ducking out of the way, McGill. It gets to the backstop, and everybody moves up 90 feet. So now a base hit likely gives the Wildcats a 2-0 lead. McGill, just a freshman, but hitting .474 8 games into the season. 2 extra base hits, both doubles. He's knocked in 6. And the count 1-0. Bengal ready, kicks and comes home. And that misses downstairs. It's 2-0. The Blisle brothers, both in scoring position. Caleb, the lead runner, at third. Carter is at second. Bengal ready. Kicks and comes home with a 2-0, taken for a strike belt high. Andy Compton, in his second season as the head coach at Woodbury Central, took over for Billy Meacham. Spent many years with the program. 2-1 pitch misses high. It goes to 3-1 on McGill. Tom Ryard, in his first season as the Cherokee head coach, spent many years as an assistant with the Alta-Aurelia program. But the Braves program under new leadership for the third time in 3 years as McGill takes a 5-pitch walk. And the bases are juiced with nobody out for Will DeStichter. And Tom Ryard is going to make a slow walk out to the bump, calls time. Takes over the baseball program as well as the high school principal job at Cherokee. Bases full of Wildcats, nobody out. Will DeStichter will be the batter. Scoreless game here in the home half of the first inning. Sun just starting to set behind the left field fence. Again, sight lines aren't great, as you can tell if you're watching via Fuller Digital Solutions. Beautiful ballpark, but the sight lines not favorable for video streaming. We're doing our darndest. Do our best to get a quality broadcast. Conference is over. DeStichter ready to step in. The sophomore right-hander hitting .421 to start the season. 1 extra base hit, a double. He's knocked in 5. He's got the bases loaded, nobody out. And a big spot for Woodbury Central to do some damage early. Takes ball 1 inside, scoots away from Clark. Not enough for Blisle to advance from third. The Cherokee defense looks like this. The outfield left to right. Benson, and Gravenish. Mummert and Spooner, the middle infielders. Cone and Comstock in the corners. Clark is catching Pingle. And the 1-0 from Pingle's on the way. That misses high for a ball. Blisle at third, as in Caleb. Carter at second, and McGill at first. Loaded the bases without the benefit of a hit, and the 2-0's in the dirt. 3-0 on Will DeStichter. 2 walks and a hit batsman have packed the sacks for the Wildcats here in the home first. Bengal looks in for the 3-0. DeStichter gets a sign from Coach Compton in the 3-0 pitch. Misses high to the backstop. He walks in a run, and it's 1-0 Wildcats. RBI number 6 for DeStichter this year. And it comes by way of his team-leading 5th walk drawn. And Tom Ryard coming back out to the bump. He's going to make a pitching change. 1-0 Woodbury Central. Bases loaded. And still nobody out here in the home first. And now the move is made. So we'll take a timeout. We'll tell you all about the new Cherokee pitcher in a moment. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Well, the new Cherokee pitcher is sophomore right-hander Gabe Gravenish, making his second appearance this season. No record. He's allowed 1 earned run on 2 hits in an inning of work, walked 1, has not struck anybody out. His ERA is 7. Bases loaded, nobody out for Woodbury Central. And leading 1-0 here in the home half of the first as Dallas Klunder steps up to the dish and he takes ball 1 on the outer edge. Carter Blyle at third. Eric McGill is at second. Will DeStichter, the runner, at first. That's taken for a strike belt high. It's even at 1-1. Klunder, a junior, hitting .438, 2 extra base hits, both doubles, 7 knocked in. 1-1 count. Gravenish winds and comes home. Check swing missed high. And the count's 2-1. Gravenish started the game in right field. Looks in, a quick worker, and comes home. That's taken for a knee-high strike, and it's even at 2-2. 1-0 Wildcats. Bases loaded, nobody out in the home first. Gravenish ready. The 2-strike pitch misses inside, and the count goes full. Max McGill, the catcher, waiting on deck. Middle infield, a double play depth. Gravenish ready. The payoff pitch. He got him swinging a miss at a high fastball for out number 1. So Klunder down on strikes, and it brings up Max McGill. And now if you're Gravenish, you're thinking maybe a ground ball hit at somebody. Turn a double play, get out of this inning with only 1 run allowed as McGill hits this one on the ground toward left field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Trail runner is around the throw. Home is offline, and it ends up being a 2-run single for Max McGill. Second and third now with 1 out, and it's 3-0 Woodbury Central. For McGill, RBIs number 13 and 14 for him. He had a 5 RBI last night at Ridgeview. And the first offering to Drew Klunder is taken for a strike. It's 0-1. DeStichter running at third. 2-run single for McGill. He takes second on the throw home. And the 0-1 comes inside, and it plunks Klunder. Second hit batsman of the inning, and that loads the bases for Zach Rocha. The starting pitcher, Pingle, still responsible for DeStichter at third before we can close the book on him. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-0 Woodbury Central as Rocha fouls one out of play over the backstop. It's 0-1. Rocha, one of the 3 seniors on this year's squad. Average under 100 to start the year. And the 0-1 pitch is on the way. That misses high for a ball. Right-handed hitting right fielder. Count even at 1-1. Bases full of white jerseys. And the 1-1 misses high, gets to the backstop. DeStichter dances off third but stays put. 3-0 Woodbury Central. Just 1 hit thus far. That was the 2-run single from McGill. Lights are starting to come on here in Motown. And the 2-1 from Gravenish is on the way. This ball is skied, should be playable toward shallow right field. Calling for it, and it drops in. A Texas League pop-up, and it dropped in. Miscommunication on Cherokee's part, and DeStichter comes in to score. It's 4-0 Wildcats. Bases remain loaded, and I assume that's got to be an error, and Cherokee does not commit a lot of those. An error on the right fielder who was coming in, and like miscommunication between him and the second baseman who was going to get that ball as Zach Riley pops one foul out of play. Everybody moves up 90 feet. And Cherokee's 0-4, but they pride themselves on their defense, and it Cost him a run right there. This ball's grounded to the left side. Diving attempt at short, and Mummert can't come up with it. One run is going to score. They'll hold the trail runner Klunder at third, and it's 5-0 Wildcats. Bases remain loaded as Riley picks up his third RBI this season. We can close the book on the starter. Pingle did not retire a batter. Allowed 4 runs without a hit, walked 3 and hit a batter. Lineup resets, top of the order, and Caleb Lyle, who takes strike 1 on the outer edge. Drew Klunder at third, Rocha at second, Riley at first. And Blyle punches one toward the outfield, should be playable. Calling and catching in center field is Benson, but a run will come in and score on the sacrifice fly. Everybody else holds, but Blyle with a deep fly to center drives in his 7th run this season, and it's 6-0 Woodbury Central. So now Carter Blyle, the left-handed hitting center fielder, first offering to him is on the way. This ball skied toward left field. Should be playable. Calling for it, and it drops in. Another run comes around to score. I'm not sure what happened out there in left field. Trey Benson looked like he had a beat on that ball. I don't think he got a glove on it. I think they're going to rule that a single, because he never made contact with the baseball, but either or, another run comes in to score. So now Eric McGill. And the first offering to him is taken for a strike, 0-1. So to reset what's happened, there's 2 down in the inning. There's a runner at second, that's Riley. I beg your pardon, that's runners at second at third. Riley's at third, and Blyle is at second. 1-1 count on McGill. And the offering from Gravenish misses inside. That'll go down as an RBI single for Carter Blyle, but a play that probably should have been made by Benson as that's fouled off. Foul ticked back to the catcher, Clark. 7-0 Woodbury Central with a couple runners in scoring position. McGill, the 12th Wildcat to come to the dish this half inning, and he takes ball 3 on the inner half. 2 on, 2 out, 7 runs in for the Wildcats. And the payoff pitch is popped up. This should be playable on the infield. Calling for it near second base and putting it away will be Spooner for out number 3. But 12 Wildcats come to the plate, and 7 will cross home. After 1, Woodbury Central 7, Cherokee 0. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Welcome back to Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. 7-0 Woodbury Central leading Cherokee. 7 runs scored as 12 Wildcats came to the dish. Only one official Cherokee error that last half inning, but few plays that were not made defensively. There's a line shot, and that's going to get down for a hit. Rounding first and holding up there will be Aiden Comstock. A solid base knock to start the top half of the second inning. Officially just 3 hits for Woodbury Central in that first inning. Comstock, the runner at first, a throw over net, gets by Klunder and gets away toward the right field fence. Comstock is going to make second easily. He's going to turn and give it a look, but hold up there. So a runner in scoring position with nobody out for Cherokee to start the second. Edwin Staver, the batter, left-handed hitting designated hitter. And the first offering to him is swung on and missed, 0-1. Staver, a sophomore, hitless in 3 at-bats through 4 games this year. As Paulson looks in, working from the stretch. Checks the runner, Comstock at second. A long pause, now he's ready and comes home. And this ball is skied, and it's going to get down for, I believe that's down. It did drop down, and let's see what sight lines are difficult here. Yep, they did retire him. All right, so Stover is put away. Comstock takes third on the play. And Drew Spooner will be the batter. Ahead in the count, 1-0. And takes downstairs for ball 2. Spooner, a freshman, started last year as an 8th grader for this Cherokee squad. Hitless through 7 at-bats thus far. Swings and misses at strike 1. He's got his father, Jason, coaching first tonight. He's filling in. Not one of the usual coaches on Tom Ryard's staff, but he's a fill-in tonight with both assistants out of commission. And Spooner eyes ball 3. Comstock, the runner at third. Staver was retired for the first out, but advanced Comstock. He winds and comes home and misses downstairs, ball 4. First walk issued by Paulson. So now it gets Levi Pingle to the dish. Pingle started the game as the pitcher. Failed to retire a batter. That's with 2 on and 1 out, trailing 7-0 in the top half of the second. First offering on the way, and he swings and pops it up. Should be playable, calling for it, and making the catch will be the right fielder, Rocha. So 2 down now, and it gets the 9-hitter Mummert to the dish. 2 on and 2 out. Righty-righty matchup. Paulson ready, and his first offering will miss downstairs, get to the backstop. Runner's going to break for the plate. The throw home, not in time. Comstock slides in underneath the throw. Cherokee on the board. It's 7-1. Spooner, meanwhile, advances to second base. Score that, a wild pitch. Mummert, one of the 2 seniors on this year's Cherokee squad, hitless in 8 at-bats, but ahead in the count, 2-0. Spooner running at second, 2 down. 7-1, Cherokee trailing as they bat here in the top half of the second, and Mummert fouls one to the backstop. It's 2-1. Woodbury Central with 7 runs on 3 hits in the bottom half of the first. Paulson ready. Long pause, and the big right-hander's 2-1. A high chopper toward the left side. Going to be a tough play. Picked up by Riley, fires high to first, in time. Klunder came back down on the bag. A tough play for Riley, the third baseman. Scooped it cleanly. Throw was high, but Klunder came down on the bag, and that will end the inning. Cherokee gets a run on a hit. There were no Wildcat errors, and the Braves leave 1. After 1.5, new score, Woodbury Central 7, Cherokee 1. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Home half of the second inning here in Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast wherever it is you may be tuned in from. Again, sight lines, they're a difficulty, but we're making it work. Hopefully can get you a good call nonetheless. 4-5-6 bat for the Wildcats, beginning with Will DeStichter, who lines one up the middle, and that's going to get down for a base hit. DeStichter, big turnaround first, but he'll hold up there with a solid base knock. The fourth hit of the night for Woodbury Central. So now Dallas Klunder will bat. 7 runs for the Cats in their half of the first inning. DeStichter being held on at first by Comstock, and Klunder is plunked right between the 3 and 6 on the back of his pinstripe jersey. Third hit batter of the game issued by Cherokee, the second from Gravenish. So now Max McGill. McGill saw one pitch and drove it for a 2-run single last inning. Didn't even get a chance to talk about his big night at Ridgeview last night. And he swings and grounds one foul up the third base side. Finished with 5 RBI. And including the 2 from earlier, he's got 14 total thus far in the season. But a grand slam, the first home run of the season hit by this Wildcat team. McGill, healthy cut and a miss. He's down 0-2. Helped break that game open. Woodbury Central led 5-1 after 5 innings. They win last night 15-2 at Ridgeview. And the 0-2 to McGill. He got him. Swinging a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the game for Gravenish, and there's one down here in the home second. So now it gets Drew Klunder to the dish. 2 on, 1 out here in the home second. 7-1 Woodbury Central. First offering to Klunder, swung on and hacked foul up the third base line. It's 0-1. Klunder was hit by a pitch last inning, came around to score. DeStichter running at second. Dallas Klunder, the runner at first. Righty-righty matchup, the 0-1. That gets to the backstop, ducking out of the way. Drew Klunder, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Count even at 1-1 of the right-handed hitting designated hitter batting for the pitcher Polson. 2 balls and, 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Comes home, and Klunder with a ground ball that's up the middle and gets through for a base hit. Now, beg your pardon. It was a sacrifice fly. I beg your pardon. I just don't have any vision down that left field line. I apologize. And ends up being a sacrifice fly to bring home a run. And it's 8-1 Woodbury Central as Rocha fouls one back to the screen, 0-1. Dallas Klunder waiting at second base. 2 down to the inning. And Rocha takes strike 2, letter high. 8-1 Woodbury Central. And the wine of the fire from Gravenish rings him up, a cold strike 3, and that's the way the inning ends. So a run on a hit. There were no Cherokee errors and 1 left on base. After 2, new score, Woodbury Central 8, Cherokee 1 on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer, right now just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Top of the order for Cherokee to begin the visitors' half of the third. Nick Clark singled to lead off this game. And the first offering is on the way and misses downstairs for ball one. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play from Moville. Delighted to have you along. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast thus far. And the 1-0 to Clark comes inside, ducks out of the way of it. And it's 2-0 from Polson. 7 runs for Woodbury Central in the first, each team with a run in the second. And the 2-0 for the big right-hander on the way, downstairs 3-0. Clark, a junior, 4 hits and 10 at-bats to start his season. 1 extra base hit, it was a double. And the 3-0 from Polson, high and tight, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk to Clark, who's on for the second time tonight. Cherokee, 0-4 to start the season. 2 shutout losses to MOC Floyd Valley and Sioux Center. They were outscored 20-0 combined in those 2 games. And the first offering is downstairs for ball 1 to Cone. They played much more competitive baseball this week. Monday, a rally fell just short at Marcus Meriden Cleghorn Remsen Union. 8-7 the final score as Cone fouls one back to the screen. And then last night they opened up Lakes Conference play at home against Esterville Lincoln Central. ELC came away with a 6-4 victory. 1-1 count on the right-handed hitting third baseman Cone. Swings and misses and the ball tailing away. And the count's 1-2. Cone, a strikeout victim, his last time up. Cherokee won the junior varsity game 10-6 earlier this evening. The 1-2 from Polson, he got him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's in the dirt, but first base is occupied. And that will be out number 1. Second strikeout for Polson. It gets Trey Benson to the dish. 1 on, 1 out for Cherokee in the third, trailing 8-1. Healthy lead for Clark. 2 for 2 swiping bags this year, but you don't anticipate he's going anywhere in a 7-run game as ball 1's taken by Benson. Flew out to left his last time up. A junior came into the game hitting .273. A double, 4 knocked in. And strike taken knee high, and it's evened up at 1-1. After this, Cherokee will enjoy a weekend off. They're back at it Monday when they visit Spirit Lake. And the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Paulson picks out the sign he wants from McGill. 1 on and 1 out here in the third. And the lanky right-hander ready comes home. He got him, swing and a miss, strike 3. It gets to the backstop. First is occupied, so the batter's out. Clark will take second, however. So third strikeout for Polson. 2 down, a runner in scoring position for Joe Benson. Woodbury Central looking for their 3rd consecutive win. Winning here Monday night, 11-0 over Westwood. as Benson takes a letter-high strike. And then last night, a 15-2 victory at Ridgeview. Off tomorrow, and then 2 games at the Storm Lake Invite on Saturday. As the 0-1 misses downstairs, 1-1. Benson grounded out to short to end the first inning. A long look in. And the kick in the deal from Polson in the dirt. That skips away from the catcher, McGill. Clark is going to take third without a throw. Clark was stranded at third to end the first inning. 2-1 count on Benson. Righty-righty matchup. Polson winds and comes home. A high chopper, shallow, charging Riley. Scoops, fires it. It gets away from the first baseman, Klunder. A run will come in and score. Benson will hold up at second base. A nice pick by Riley at third base. And the throw gets away from Klunder. A run comes in. And Benson will take second on the first Wildcat error of the night. It's now Aiden Comstock who singled and scored last inning. Polson ready. A look towards second one more time. And he winds and comes home, and Comstock skies one foul, twisting out of play. 8-2 Woodbury Central. The schedule for this weekend, the Wildcats will play Storm Lake at 10, and then a rematch with Sioux Center at noon. Sioux Center winners here 3-2 on Saturday. That's grounded toward the right side. Nice stop by Klunder at first, sliding to his knees, takes it to the bag to end the inning. Cherokee gets one without a hit. There was one Wildcat error and one left on base. We head to the home half of the third, 8-2 Wildcats on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
(9-1-2) batting for Woodbury Central as they come to the dish in the home half of the third, leading 8-2 over visiting Cherokee. It begins with the third baseman, Zach Riley. Riley with an RBI single back in the first inning, was stranded at third. Gravenish back out for his third inning of work. And the first offering on the way showed bunt and offered at it, missed, and it's 0-1. Riley, a senior, hitting .364, no extra base hits. He's driven in 2. Settles back in. Middle infield at medium depth. Third baseman Cone is even with the bag for Cherokee. That's taken for a belt-high strike, and it's quickly 0-2 on Riley. Taps the bat on home plate. Gravenish, a quick worker. Kicks and comes home. This ball is lofted down the left field line, twisting foul, and that gets out of play. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Riley, Blyle, and Blyle do up this half inning for Woodbury Central. Gravenish ready. Another two-strike offering from the right-hander. That misses outside. And it's 1-2. Cherokee held off the scoreboard in the top half of the first as Riley cranks one out toward right field, and that's going to get down for a hit. Right fielder made an effort at it, didn't have a play, and Riley's got his second hit of the ball game, 5th of the night for Woodbury Central. So now the lineup resets, and it's Caleb Lyle. Woodbury Central with 7 runs in their half of the first, and each team with a run in their respective half inning ever since. First offering from Gravenish, and this ball is lifted, playable toward the outfield, calling for it, and making the catch. Thayer back to first, not in time to get Riley. So a sky-high fly out, one down, and now Carter Blyle. Carter's reached twice so far tonight, hit by a pitch and scored in the first. RBI single last inning. First pitch missed high, a snap throw to first, not in time to get the string. Riley. Riley a threat to run, 3 for 3, stealing bags this year. As ball 2 misses on the outer edge to Blyle. 1 on, 1 out. 8-2 Woodbury Central. Gravenish ready and misses downstairs. It's 3-0. McGill on deck. Gravenish ready. Kicks and comes home. And check swing strike, knee high. And it's 3-1. Lyle taps the bat back on home plate, settles back into the left-handed batter's box. And the 3-1 is on the way, and this is a sky-high pop-up towards shallow center field. Calling for it and missing is the left fielder Benson. Everybody's going to move up 90 feet. Now, Benson was calling for it. I don't know that he ever got leather on the ball. Had a similar play last inning, and because I don't think he ever touched the ball, I think that's going to go down as a hit. And it puts runners at first and second with 1 out for McGill. And the first offering is on the way, and that's taken for a strike, 0-1. Fielding, defense, that had been the strongest part of Cherokee's game. 4 games into the 2021 season, but that has not been the case tonight. Swing and a miss. McGill popped out to second to end that long first inning, down in the count, 0-2. Gravenish ready, winds and comes home, grounded foul back to the screen. McGill stays alive. Walked and scored back in the first inning. Had 2 at-bats in that first inning. Eight runs on 6 hits for the Wildcats as McGill takes ball 1 on the outer edge. 8-2 Wildcats looking for their 3rd consecutive win. And the 2-strike pitch muscled up on. That's going to get down for a hit. That'll score at least 1. Rounding third and coming home. There's a throw to the plate. It's not in time. And it's a 2-run single for Evan McGill. So McGill knocks in 2 RBIs, number 7 and 8 this season. And it's 10-2 Woodbury Central. And then McGill took second on the throw home. So now Will DeStichter bats, and he swings and pops one foul out of play over the third base dugout occupied by Woodbury Central. Nothing in 1 count. Evanish ready, winds and comes home. And that's a chopper up the middle. Going to be a tough play, and Mummert can't come up with it. Let's see, did he? Yeah, he did. I beg your pardon. Mummert made a really nice play I didn't think he came up with, and he was able to make a strong throw to first. Ends up being as good as a sacrifice bunt. As DeStichter will move McGill to third, and now he's going to try and score in the pass ball. He does, and it's 11-2 Woodbury Central. A 9-run lead for the Wildcats. Base is empty, and 2 out here in the home half the third. Dallas Klender takes a strike at the knees. 1-1 count. Ravenish ready. Kicks and comes home and misses high, and the count's even. Beg your pardon, the count's 2-1. Klender looking for his first hit of the night. Struck out in the first inning, was hit by a pitch his last time up. And the 2-1, he's hit again. Third hit batsman from Gravenish tonight. And the Wildcats have a 2-out base runner. So now Max McGill, 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in that 7-run first inning. 7 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 thus far here in the third. Klender stretches out his lead over at first, held on by Comstock, and this ball's lifted toward left field. Benson looks like he has a play, comes over, makes the catch, and the inning is over. 3 more runs come across for the Wildcats, and through 3 here in Mobile. New score, Woodbury Central 11, Cherokee 2. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Luke Paulson back out for his 4th inning of work. 11-2 Woodbury Central leading Cherokee as we get set to start the 4th inning here in Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play. Delighted to have you along as always. 6-7-8 bat for Cherokee, now trailing by 9. It begins with the left-handed hitting designated hitter Edwin Staver. Paulson looks in, and the right-hander kicks and comes home. Fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. Cherokee with 2 runs on 2 hits. They've committed 1 error, and they've left 3. Get to the Woodbury Central totals through 3. Well, we have a moment. A quick timeout called, equipment issue. They'll get a new catcher's mitt for Max McGill. For Woodbury Central, 11 runs on 7 hits. They've committed 1 error, and they've left 4 on base. And Staver hit by the pitch. He will be a leadoff base runner for Cherokee here in the 4th. Cherokee's had base runners in every inning. Drew Spooner was one of them. Walked, was stranded at second, back in the 2nd inning. He bats now. Klunder holds on the runner at first as Spooner hits a ground ball towards short, gobbled up, relayed to second for one, back to first is high, and Spooner will reach via the fielder's choice. The lead runner, Staver, is retired. 6-4 in the return throw high over the head of Klunder at first. Second error of the game for the Wildcats as Pingle steps up to the dish, and he pops one up toward the right side. Calling for it coming in is the right fielder Rocha, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So now Simon Mummert with 2 down in the inning. Polson looking for a quick inning. 11-2 Woodbury Central in the top half of the 4th inning. And ball 1 misses outside to Mummert, who grounded out to third his last time up. That ended the 2nd inning. Paulson from the stretch comes home with a 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss, and evens the count up at 1-1. Woodbury Central 6-2, looking to move to 7-2 with a victory tonight. And this ball's popped up just behind second base, calling for it, Blyle, and he will make the catch to end the inning. So the leadoff hit batsman does not come back to haunt the Wildcats. We're through 3.5. It's Woodbury Central 11, Cherokee 2. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Bottom half of the 4th inning, and it'll be the bottom third of the Wildcat lineup due up to face Gabe Gravenish, who's done a really nice job coming out of the bullpen. The starter, Levi Pingle, did not retire a batter. Gravenish inherited a bases-loaded situation. He's faced very well against a really good Wildcat offense as Drew Klunder ducks out of the way of ball 1. Klunder, Rocha, and Riley do up this half inning for Woodbury Central, the 1-0. And that misses outside 2-0. 11-2 Woodbury Central. They lead by 9 here in the home half of the 4th. And the 2-0 pitch is on the way. Inside ball 3 to Klunder. Klunder hit by a pitch in the 1st inning, later came around to score. Sacrifice fly back in the 2nd. And the 3-0 pitch taken all the way for a letter high strike, and it's 3-1. Gravenish picks out the sign he wants, kicks and comes home, and that's outside ball 4, and Klunder draws a leadoff walk. So now Zach Rocha comes to the dish, looking for his first hit tonight, reached on error and scored back in the 1st inning. Struck out looking to end the 2nd. And the first offering to Rocha ducks out of the way of it. Went over top of his royal blue batting helmet. 1-0 count, one of three seniors on this year's squad. And the 1-0 to Rocha. Ducks out of the way of that one. Snap throw down to first and gets over the head of Comstock into right field. Pingle there to back it up. And there will be no advancement. Delighted you're along on Fuller Digital Solutions. Again, the sight lines here. Beautiful venue for baseball. Sight lines, especially for video. Not great as a runner takes off, and that pitch gets to the backstop. Klunder will round, and he's going to take a big turn around second and hold up. He would have swiped second base anyway, so I believe they'll give him a stolen base. That's his third this season. Meanwhile, it's a 3-0 count on Rocha. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the home fourth, and that's taken for a letter-high strike, 3-1. And the 3-1 is fouled back to the screen, and Gravenish has worked his way back into this count. Both of these teams young. 5 seniors combined between the two. Fairly new coaching staffs. Andy Compton in his second year, Tom Ryard in his first, as Rocha is pelted with the baseball in the Royal number 3 on the back of his jersey. 4th hit batsman issued by Gravenish, 5th overall. And Tom Ryard will make a slow walk out to the mound. We'll see if we'll get a new Cherokee pitcher. There'll be runners at first and second. And still nobody out here in the fourth. And now you start thinking about the 10-run rule situation if you're Cherokee. If a run crosses home plate for Woodbury Central this half inning, then Cherokee is down to their final 3 outs when they bat in the 5th. They would have to score at least once to keep the game alive. Conference is over. Gravenish is going to stay in this game, and the batter will be Riley. Couple of singles tonight for the senior third baseman. An RBI, a run scored. 2 on and nobody out. And Gravenish, a pickoff move to second, not in time. Klunder, the lead runner at second. Rocha's at first. Righty-to-righty matchup as Gravenish comes home, and that's swung on and missed, 0-1. Top of the order in Blau waiting on deck. And another throw to second, not in time. Spooner, the second baseman in the area. Cherokee winners in the JV game 10-6, and another throw to second. And Klunder back safely.
Hey, what do you got against the Klunder, man? What do we got against the Klunder?
And a long look in, and now Gravenish comes home and then misses downstairs for a ball. Count even at 1-1. 11-2 Wildcats as they bat here in the home fourth. 2 on and nobody out. Gravenish comes home with a 1-1, fouled back to the screen. 1-2 on Zach Riley. 11 runs on 7 hits for Woodbury Central tonight. Gravenish ready, comes home with a 1-2 pitch, downstairs, pops away from the catcher, everybody trying to advance, and they do successfully. Klunder makes third, Rocha to second, both without much of an issue. Meanwhile, the count's even at 2-2 on Riley. Gravenish ready. Winds and comes home. Swung on and foul ticked back to the catcher Clark, who couldn't hang on. And Riley stays alive. 2-2. Gravenish to Riley. Gravenish ready and comes home. Outside, and the count goes full. Top of the order on deck. Gravenish ready. The payoff pitch on the way. And this ball is lifted in the air toward right field. Should get a run in. Calling for it. Pingle, he makes the catch. Runner's tag. Coming home, Klunder. He scores without a throw. And it's 12-2 as Rocha makes third base. Second RBI tonight for Riley. It's his fourth of the season. So now top of the order in Caleb Blyle. Runner at third, one gone. And the first offering is swung on and lifted in the air toward left center field. Should be playable. Benson will call and catch. It'll score another run as Rocha crosses home standing. And the bases are empty as it swells to an 11-run lead, 13-2. Second RBI sac fly from Blyle tonight, his 8th RBI this season. Bases empty, 2 down for Carter Blyle as he lifts this one down the left field line. That's going to get down for a hit. And holding up after a big turnaround first, Blyle is aboard with his third hit of the night. So now McGill, runner at first with 2 down. 10-run rule will come into effect after this half inning. So Cherokee will need at least 2 in the top half of the fifth to keep this game alive. And this is outside for ball 1 to McGill. McGill 1 for 2, a 2-run single his last time up. He's crossed home plate twice. And Gravenish misses inside. 7 runs in the first inning for Woodbury Central. 1 in the second, 3 in the third. And 2 so far, as that's a grounder to third. Fires across the diamond in time. They'll get 2 in the fourth. Cherokee down to their final 3 outs. They need 2 in the top of the fifth to keep this game alive. New score after 4. Woodbury Central 13, Cherokee 2. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobile's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Well, we welcome you back. Tanner Hoops with you on the play-by-play here at Fuller Digital Solutions. Cherokee needs at least 2 runs this half inning to keep the game alive, or their 10-run rule will kick in. And the first offering from Polson misses high and tight for ball 1 to Nick Clark. Top of the order for Cherokee, Clark, Cone, and Benson. Polson ready. And the big right-hander's 1-0 is on the way. A check swing. They'll look down to first. He did go. And the count's even at 1-1. Polson picks out the sign he wants from his catcher, McGill. And the lanky right-hander kicks and comes home. That's downstairs. And the count's at 2-1. Polson ready. And comes home with a 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And beg your pardon. That was strike 3, so the count was off. That is strikeout number 4 for Polson this evening, and there's 1 gone here in the Cherokee half of the fifth. So now it's Cone, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, and takes strike one belt high. Cherokee needs at least 2 runs this half inning, or the game will go final. Paulson ahead in the count, 0-1. Kicks and comes home. And that swung on and grounded toward the right side, gobbled up by Klunder. Late getting to the bag, the pitcher Paulson to cover, and it's going to be an infield single for Alex Cone. A hard smash toward the right side. Klunder ranged to his right, made a nice play on it, but Paulson was late covering the bag, and that allows Cone to reach via infield single. And there's a runner at first with 1 out for Trey Benson. Benson hitless tonight, a fly out and a strikeout, swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 1 on, 1 out. Once we go final, be sure to stick around. The numbers and recap will put the finishing touches on this thing. Here's the 0-1 from Paulson. That's in the dirt, and a good stop by McGill. It's even at 1-1. Beautiful night for baseball here in early June. 87 degrees at first pitch, but a stiff breeze blowing out toward right field as that's a ball low and away. And a 2-1 count on the right-handed hitting Cherokee left fielder. Here's the 2-1. And a high chopper toward Riley. Gloves it on a hop, fires across the diamond low, and scooped up by the first baseman Klunder on a really nice play. Good charge from Riley. Plays a strong third base. The throw was low, but Klunder solid defensively at first. Scoops it out. And Cherokee down to their final out. Cone advances to second on the play, but it's up to Joe Benson. Benson 0 for 2. Reached on errors last time up. Hits it deep in the hole at short. Belial bobbles. Fires to first. It is in time. Belial survived the bobble, through low to first, and Klunder digs it out. Ball game over. That's a Wildcat winner. Final score, Woodbury Central 13, Cherokee 2, a final in 5 innings. Let's take a timeout. Post-game show starts now. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Well, we welcome you back to Mobile. Tanner Hoops with you. Glad to have you along. Final score in 5 innings, Woodbury Central 13, Cherokee 2. For the Wildcats, 13 runs on 8 hits. They commit 1 error and they leave 5 on base. Cherokee 2 runs on 3 hits. They commit 1 error, although there were several miscues defensively. And they strand 5 runners on base. With the win, Woodbury Central has now won 3 in a row. They move to 7-2 overall. Cherokee drops to 0-5. Winning pitcher is Luke Paulson. He goes the distance, 5 innings, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits. He walked 2 and struck out 4. His record moves to 2-0. Losing pitcher is Levi Pingle. He's 0-2. Started the game, did not retire a batter, gave up 4 runs without the benefit of a hit, walked 3, and hit a batter, did not strike anybody out. Gabe Gravenish came in. He pitched well in relief. 4 innings of work, gave up 7 runs on 8 hits. He walked 1, struck out 3, did hit 4 batters. Time of the game, 1 hour and 16 minutes, as Woodbury Central picks up a 13-2 victory over Cherokee, a 5-inning final here in Iowa high school baseball. Cherokee back in action on Monday. They get the weekend to recuperate, and they'll visit Spirit Lake as they return to Lakes Conference play then. For Woodbury Central, they're on the road Saturday. After an off day tomorrow, they'll visit the Storm Lake Invite at Storm Lake High School. They'll take on the host Tornadoes at 10 a.m., and then a rematch with a Sioux Center team that won by a lone run here on Saturday. That game will be at noon. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Signing off from Motown, Mobile, Iowa, where once again the final score, Woodbury Central winners over Cherokee 13-2. I'm Tanner Hoops saying good night and thanks for watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.